What's up, YouTube? It's your boy PH, and we're going live today. We're going live, but I just had to put this video up because video is important. Sometimes we do live feeds and we touch on a bunch of different topics, a broad array of different things. So sometimes I like to pinpoint certain things because I think it's a lesson in it. And we had a discussion the other day, and some things came up. But what I want to talk about today is love. And the most important person, and this may be crazy, the most important person that you need to love is yourself. And I tell you this because I spent a lot of time and most of my life not loving myself. I thought everybody else, I had to love everybody else, but I didn't think I was worthy of love. Because my mother never showed me, I would see my friends with their mother and the interactions and stuff, but with my mother, it was never that. So I think that like trying to understand myself and understand some of the childhood traumas and things that have caused me to do certain things and behave in certain ways and do certain things, I'm trying to understand where that comes from. So working, getting to understand that, a lot of that had to deal with my trauma situation with me and my mother. And, I guess I developed that as a young age as a child, I felt I wasn't worthy of love. So, I always had to love somebody else. I love my family. I love my kids. I love my girl. But, there's always somebody there for me to love them. I wasn't the focus because I didn't think that I was worthy or important enough. My mother used to tell me when I was a child that I was built wrong to be a man. You imagine like your mama telling you like, hey, you screwed up. You're not right. That's what mama told me. So I felt ugly. But my mama did that to me. My mother, I felt like I was ugly. No, I didn't get no chick. I felt like I wasn't gonna get no chicks. She broke me down. But what I learned in her breaking me down is as I grow older and I'm mature and I'm a man, I'm breaking women down like she broke me down. And in the moment of doing this and years of doing this, not realizing that this is where it's stemming from, but now I've been spending the last few years trying to become the best version of self. So that requires continuous everyday work and everything. I pray every day, asking God for guidance so I can move in the right direction, do what's best for my life, but what was so hard for me a few years ago is simply loving myself. It got to a point where things was black, it was great, I couldn't see nothing, it was bleak. But I had a decision, either I crash out or I just had to love myself. I had to do things. One day I just had to come to a point and I was like, listen, things are toe up right now. Things are not looking good. I can either crash out or I can fight for me. And at that moment, I had to start loving myself. And that's when I really realized I've never truly loved myself or put myself first. Never. It's always, don't think I'm worthy enough. And as I'm being older, I think, honestly, for me, I believe that everybody in America needs therapy. I truly believe that we all have some trauma in our life at some point that we need to work through to get to where we really want to be. And that's what I'm trying to do every day. I'm trying to work through these things and see so I can be the best version of myself. Right now, they're loading me up with some heavy trash I don't want. Good thing about it is only got to take it another 185 miles. Man said, yeah, they want it there by 6 o'clock. Won't happen tonight. Are you kidding me? I'm busy right now. I've been busy all day. I drove 200 to get it. Then I drove some miles this morning. I done dropped off a load already. Not doing nothing else. Okay. Now back to what I'm telling y'all. Loving yourself is very important. Until you develop a love for yourself, you can never love anybody else. And I know, man, you tripping? No. Rule number one, self-love. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. That's why you have to take care of. Rule number one is self-preservation. If self ain't right, nothing around self will be right. So always remember that. So that's why I'm trying to work on me, because if I work from the inward to the outward, you'll see it. And everything that I need in my life will be in my life. Everything that I want away from my life will be away from my life. But it's all about the continuous everyday work, me trying to progress to the best version of myself. I feel like us as black men, our fathers was tore out the homes, like I told y'all, like, there's so many things that these lessons that we should have gotten and passed down, and it wasn't. You just go through life bumping. I had nobody. I had no uncles, no nothing. When my uncles was there, but my uncles was on drugs. You know, and we wasn't my uncles, we wasn't close like both of them and put their hands on me and hit me in my face. So, you know, I wasn't really feeling them at all. So any guidance, anything they had, they both was drug addicts. So it was really nothing I wanted to hear what they were talking about. My father died at a young age. My father died when I was 17 years old. So that rules and instructions that I would have got from him, I got nothing. So most of my life I've been on my own. I don't know why. I still, to this day, I don't know why. Like, I still, to this day, and it's crazy. I just want, for one time, my mom to say I did right. Or I did right. You know, or I did good. You know, I told my mama one time, I said, listen, you talk so bad to me sometimes when you getting on me, just down on me so much, man. That make me just not even want to be here. Feel like I'm not even worthy to be here. You know what she said? She didn't even acknowledge what I said. It didn't even matter. Didn't even care. Didn't even skip right over that, like that didn't exist, like I didn't say none of that. But, you know, I learned that in life, in order for me to get where I need to be, I have to be able to forgive people. You know, holding on to stuff, it does nothing but stop my growth. So if I want to stop growing, I can hold on to a lot of garbage. But I choose to let that garbage grow so I can progress and move forward. Now, you would think that we all love ourselves off the rip. I was talking to a friend of mine. She was like, she loves herself. I said, no, you don't. Because your daughter 30-something years old and she controlling your life instead of you living your life. You don't love yourself. You love yourself. When you love yourself, you're not gonna allow certain bullshit to be in your life. You're not gonna allow certain stuff to be in your sight at all. Because it just don't work. It's not taking care of you. So you're gonna eliminate certain things. You're going to handle certain things and conduct certain things in a certain way because you love yourself. You're not going for it. That all comes, loving yourself is so deep, it just comes with that. When you come with that, it's certain things that you're not going to be swallowing and you're not going to be dealing with. But you have to first love self. Self-love is the best love. It is. It took me years to learn that. You know, it took me getting to a point where it was just, things were bleak, it was looking dark, and I didn't know where we was going. But I knew something had to change. I knew something had to change from the situation, and I didn't know how to go about that. But I found back then that at that time, the only way I could move forward was prayer. That's at the time I was thinking about taking the Bufu, because a lot of people went through that. They got so much enlightenment, and you know, I felt like I needed that enlightenment. But I feel like if I just pray and ask God, He'll show me what I need to see when I need to see it. So I trust in that. I need to keep the faith in that for me. But I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, you know, loving yourself, because I mean, it sounds like something simple, you know, something we all do every day, but a lot of you right now don't love yourself. You don't love yourself because things that you're allowing in your life, people that you're allowing to be in your life, things that you're allowing to happen in your life, they shouldn't be happening. When you take a hard look at loving yourself, it's going to be better for you. Remember, man, as you know, as I grow and learn things, you know, we family, and I talk to y'all, y'all talk to me. I just want to share my experience, strength, and hope, because I know that sometimes somebody may be going through it or feeling the same thing, and you might say something that somebody need to hear, you know. So I want to put it out there as I learn it, because I had nobody to teach me this stuff. I had to learn all this on my own as a man. So hopefully some of y'all are younger, you can learn anything younger. Remember this before I go. Another thing we learned, as men, we're not supposed to argue with women. I give you an example how that worked for me. Women are reciprocators. Understand that? Okay? So, me and baby mama, I turned her into where she's, every time she says something, she's on the attack. In the same token, I took that negative energy and turned it around and fed her positive energy. Boom. Now we're in a good space. The same thing was happening with my girl Deanna. I did the same thing there. So for me, it's a constant reminder that I have to remember that even though I felt like I was seeking love from my mama, always seeking, you know, for her to be happy, for her to be proud of me, for me to feel love like my friends felt, like my girlfriends felt from their mamas. I wanted a piece of that my whole life. I wanted it. But I just had to realize, as I grew up, I realized that my mama didn't get the love that she needed. So she did what she could, and she loved me how she could, even though screwed up as it was. But she didn't know how to do what I wanted her to really do. And it took me getting to be a grown man to understand that and to love her for what she could do. And understand that she did what she could do. She did what she could do. She did the best she could with what she got. And still love her through that. Love is deep, man. It was something this dude put up the other day about love, and it was so deep, man. I'm going to find it for you right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause this till I find it. Give me a second. Well, as usual, guys, iPhone has let me down again. It's showing numbers, but it's not able to pull nothing up. This phone, I be wanting to smack it sometime. iPhone, you gonna show up with maybe 30 minutes, so by the time I finish, look, one thing popped up. iPhone, there you go. Dang. Come on, you hear me talking shit, now you want to pop up. Come on, just keep popping. Where's that video at? Here it is, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to listen to this. I thought this was so...
You believe in love? Love is fake. People that they use love for now, it's gotta be for a reason. I love you as long as you make me feel good. I love you as long as you do this, right? That's not love. Everybody confused nowadays. They think love is possession. I love my bitch, so I'm a possessor. No, that ain't love. Love is fact. I can watch you grow. I can watch you do good. I can watch you do bad. Love is truth. Love is honesty. People don't want to walk in truth, so ain't nobody loving nobody. Everybody give you a version of you they want you to see. That's not love. It's some fake shit. So don't ask about no...
And look, it was started spinning at the end right there, but man, you got it. I just thought, when I heard that, I was like, wow, bro just went, you just, I mean, that right, certain things, I hear certain things like, but that right there was like, damn, bro. that was just so deep, and he right. Everybody love with conditions. Everybody was, but dude, ask yourself this question. Just listen to what bro just said, right? Think about what he just said. And ask yourself, do you love anybody? Honestly, when you think about what he said and how he said it, and what he said about love, do you love anybody? In that sense right there, what bro talking about. Listen, man, it's your boy PH. Like, share, hit that like button for me if you fuck with me. And leave a comment, man. I want to know, man, do you love anybody? You heard what he said. That was deep. I'm telling you, man, it was just like, oh, wow. So I'm asking you, do you love anybody? Let me know in the comments below. Safety.